Hello and welcome to Mornings with Pomplamoose every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning.
Today we're going to talk about our top pet peeves, and we're going to compare them to the top pet peeves of the American public.
I looked up the definition because I wanted to make sure I understood what a pet peeve was.
Whoops, I did not do that.
It's just something that really particularly annoys you. That's all it is.
These things definitely annoy me.
It can be anything that particularly annoys you.
My number one pet peeve? Trolls. Trolls on the internet.
Yeah.
The YouTube comments. Actually, your guys' YouTube comments are lovely, and I love those. No, I like them. Keep doing them.
Stop it.
Lots of comments.
Yeah, no.
For instance, here's a perfect example of a comment. Casey Neistat's most recent video, one of his most recent videos, where he snowboards through the streets of New York City, and it's amazing. He's snowboarding through New York City. It's like the most amazing thing. It has 15 million views. It's like beautiful and awesome. Frank Sinatra's playing in the background, and he talks about this in one of his videos. One of the comments was, "Way to ruin your snowboard, dude."
I feel like being frustrated with vocal, stupid people is a pretty reasonable thing.
Yeah,
it's a
good pet peeve.
Yeah, it's a very reasonable
What's your number
thing.
one pet peeve?
Something that generally bothers me is when people change keys while they're singing a song.
Whoops.
No, they'll be like, "The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollars that tomorrow." They'll just kind of like go up.
I don't know that I could do that if I tried.
But people do it all the time.
Yeah, I
or
do it by
you'll be
accident.
like humming a song and then they'll come in and join you, but they're singing it in a different key.
Okay, I do this all the time. I'm starting to think Natalie hates me. My number two pet peeve is when people are serving you food, like cake especially, and they lick the fingers and then they do the thumb in the cake and they give you the thing licking and I'm never gonna eat that. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Number two for you.
Grammatical shit. You know, like when someone says reoccurring instead of recurring, I always want to correct them, but then I'm like, it's not enough of a thing that I should correct you. I'm just gonna look like a jerk if I say something. But seriously, stop saying it. Don't say reoccurring.
Number three for me is overconfidence. I really value skepticism, including self-skepticism, not being too sure of your own opinions and beliefs. And when someone is just like 100% positive in themselves, I'm just like, how is that healthy to know that you're right?
I love that you chose things that are like real issues, and I like intentionally tried to pick things that were really vain. Like things that someone has no right to actually care about, but they do, like you do for some reason. For example, when I'm watching a movie and I can tell that they changed the lens on the close-up to make it fuzzier and softer.
Yeah, when it's like the shot of the heroine or the pretty woman.
And she's like, and it looks like her eyes are tearing up, and they just...
And they do a haze lens.
They do a haze lens on it. And you go from like a perfectly normal lens to suddenly it's all like fuzzy, and they're making you feel things with the lens, and that bothers me.
Yeah, it takes you out of the moment.
It takes you out.
I have another pet peeve. It's when people get too close to your physical space. you feel strange.
Basically.
It's like
Don't go to Europe.
"Hey, how you doing? It's really nice to meet you."
Yeah,
so great. I'm
that's
just like,
just
go
bad.
over there.
I don't like that. Yeah, agreed. So that was your last one.
That's my last one.
I had two more. I could go on all day. When people tell me you should write a song about that, anytime, does that bother you?
That really bothers me.
They're like,
You guys should make a video about that.
You should write a song about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, what a great idea. I should make a video about that.
It was a great pizza. I appreciate that. And then the last one was parsley. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they put parsley on the plate. Why does it exist?
Yeah, parsley sucks.
Parsley is the worst.
All right, top 5 pet peeves of the American public. Let's see, number 5 is people who speak really loudly in public.
That's a great one.
That's really good. Number 4, people who clip their nails in
Oh
public.
my gosh. I was on a subway once. It was like a horror movie. There was a guy clipping his toenails on the subway, and they were flying everywhere.
Oh, that's revolting.
New York is crazy.
Number 3, people who talk or ask questions at the movies. I'm guilty of this. this.
I kind of like talking during movies.
Natalie will not stop talking during movies.
What bothers me is when someone pauses the movie to say something.
I do
like
that.
if they have the remote control.
I do
and
that.
they're like, I have a thought. I'm gonna stop the movie for a second.
I totally do that.
Just say your thing. Just say it.
I don't want to miss what they're saying. I want to know all of the things. And if you talk at me while they're saying the things, I miss
Why would you assume that I care more about what you have to say than watching the movie?
Wait, but that's the point, is that when you overlap the movie, you're assuming that I care more about what you have to say than what they spent freaking 6 months shooting and editing and...
No, you can choose to not listen to me. You can just choose to disregard me.
Okay, number 2.
Dispute.
People who walk slowly. I feel that. Doesn't
yeah.
really bother me, though. I just go around them.
Yeah.
And last... People who chew loudly with their mouths open.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gross.
That one's really bad.
That's really gross.
That one's super gross.
I know people who do that.
Me too.
It's very hard to confront someone on that, sort of like body odor. It's like, how do I tell you?
Yeah. Natalie once told me, it's really hard for me to look at you when you're eating toast with jelly on it. Because when you bite down in the toast, the jelly squirts out between your 2 front teeth and it grosses me out. Thank you for watching Mornings with Pomplamoose.
I am the worst person!
We will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Adios.